So here is the Lima 6 upper receiver and top cover together. This is one of the 10 beta units that just came in. It looks absolutely outstanding. You cannot see a tooling mark on it anywhere. Everything fits really nicely. I wanted to take this opportunity to show off some of the features built into here, specifically on the way that the top cover interfaces with the upper receiver, because as far as I know, this is unlike how it's ever been done for any other belt fed, and I'm really proud of this. So the first thing is this hinge mechanism, and I talked about this briefly before, but I'm sure a lot of you guys probably haven't seen this yet. But this is a tensionable hinge mechanism, and we accomplished that by having two leaves on, if you consider this like a hinge leaf, or rather a knuckle, two knuckles on the top cover and two knuckles on the upper receiver, and a precision ground shoulder bolt that goes through, and bronze bushings between all the joints. So when you tighten this shoulder bolt, which there's a flex lock nut on the end, so when you tighten it, it'll stay tight. That pulls the top cover into the upper receiver and closes any small gaps that might be in there, and makes it so that you can actually adjust the tension and make it just tight enough that it doesn't wobble and it kind of stays in place when you open it. It also is not going to flop down and be loose. So if you open it, you can see it, it can move a little bit. I could probably make that slightly tighter. I don't want it too tight, but it's not flopping around. The goal is to be able to put an optic on this and have it hold zero. I can tell you that is not moving anywhere. But there's 2 points that need to be addressed when you're mounting an optic on a top cover, because you also have the latch assembly. And I just want to demonstrate this because this is really satisfying. That is a very positive click. And if you want to do it a little quieter, when you're closing it, you can just press on this button back here and close it in stealth mode. This is actually, you'll probably recognize it, this is a magazine release button that is the top cover latch button. I really like the location of it because it's ambidextrous. So whether you're right-handed or left-handed, and regardless of what kind of optic you have mounted on this thing, you can easily get to this and open it. Another thing I wanted to show is, there's a tensioner back here. So when this is closed, you cannot wiggle this whatsoever. It is extremely snug in a good way. It's what you want. But if this were to loosen up over time, because you open and slam it shut, 1,000 times, and eventually you start to get a little bit of wiggle there, I think it would take a long time for that to happen, because this is all 7075 T6 aluminum and type 3 hard coat. It's extremely tough. But if in theory this were to loosen up over time, that's why I put a nylon tip set screw in there. So you can see where that protrudes there, and will contact the upper receiver. So you could close that, tighten that a little bit. It takes out all the play. Right now, that's not even in all the way. I just have it in there because it's in there. But even without that being tight, there is no play on here. So yeah, so far we're looking really good on these.